Hello everyone. On this episode I'm talking about the video game F.E.A.R. This came out originally on the PC in 2005 and then was ported over to the Xbox 360 in 2006. I think I went through this in 2007. The game is made by Monolith Productions, and I am a big Monolith fan. They've made some of my favorite horror games like Condemned 1 and 2 and a couple of the F.E.A.R. games. And now I've still not yet been able to play Shadow of Mordor, which they made. But I hear that's a really good game, so I need to play that one of these years. But yeah, this game is really interesting, especially for the time. I don't think it really holds up too well nowadays. But basically, the game begins when a guy named Paxton Fattel, he's like a psychic or a telepathic guy or whatever, takes control over a bunch of cloned super soldiers and takes over I don't know, an army base or some kind of headquarters building or whatever, and starts killing everyone inside. And that's when they send the main character, Point Man, in to take care of the situation. And Point Man is a member of the Special Forces organization known as F.E.A.R. First Encounter Assault Recon. Sure. But he's a pretty badass guy. He's got like superhuman reflexes. That's basically what enables us to have the slow-mo mode, which is pretty badass. I mean, this was a really good action slash horror game for the time. It was definitely a scary game to play the first time I played it back in '07. I think I was playing it at my sister's house when she was out of town, so I guess I was house sitting for her, so I had the whole house to myself, and that was pretty scary. Well, the sound effects, like in most Monolith games, are really loud. Like, I remember on the first level, you're running around like an office building or whatever, and there's like trash and everything on the floor. Like tin cans, trash cans, and that kind of stuff. And I remember running around and like stepping on a tin can, and it was so loud I was like, ah! And I just started spraying the freaking wall with my submachine gun. I think I had to play. I was so scared of the sound effects and just so tense and everything. I was like, okay, I'm gonna have to play this with Metallica blaring. So I turned Metallica on for like the first hour or two just so I could get comfortable with the game and stuff, so that was kind of funny. But yeah, I remember this one part where you cut around the corner and Paxton Fattel like comes around the corner and hits you with something and knocks you out. And I guess I was so scared and tense and everything that everything was kind of moving in slow motion. So when I cut around the corner and Fattel came out, I was like, okay, bad guy, pull trigger. And my gun didn't fire. And then I'm like in slow motion. I look down at my controller like, what? Then I look back up and go, shit, that's the thing that Fattel hits you with and knocks you out. I was like, ah. So that was kind of funny. Just everything was in slow motion for me in real life. I was just like, shit. Because I really tried to shoot the guy, and I would have shot him in real life. It was just in the game. You're not allowed to shoot Fattel there, so... But yeah, that was a creepy game, especially when Point Man's mother shows up, Alma. Yeah, it's kind of freaky. She wasn't too scary in the first one, but in the second one, look out. But it was a good game. I mean, it was a lot of action, a lot of cool stuff. I don't remember the story all that well, so that was kind of problematic when I went through F.E.A.R. 3, because F.E.A.R. 3 had a lot of story aspects that had to do with the first F.E.A.R. game, and I didn't remember any of that stuff, but I guess the story was okay. But yeah, the action's good, the scares are okay, and it's an alright game. So I'm sure most of you have checked it out already, but maybe check it out again. But the F.E.A.R. game I really like the most, and the one I'm going to record next, is F.E.A.R. 2. So check out that episode.